G'day guys, welcome to AFL Legends Unite. I'm Darryl Atkinson and today we're going to be previewing the Hawthorn and Adelaide game on Saturday. I believe it is a lunchtime game. It is 1:45 PM from the MCG. And yeah, just go through the teams today, and it's going to be quite interesting to see how Hawthorn respond after last week's horrendous loss. For me personally, I expected it and I saw it coming. The inaccuracy, yes, they had the same amount of scoring shots as Essendon, but they just couldn't convert in front of goal, and the Bombers easily just ran over them. But still no excuse from a side like Hawthorn, especially with their success in the last few years. So it was highly disappointing. And looking at their team, Tom Mitchell was definitely outstanding. 37 disposals. He definitely ripped through it and definitely performed to his high standard. Jago O'Meara got 23. That's the third most in Hawthorn's list because Langford got 27. But I think it took a little while for O'Meara to get to fit in. I think he had a few party nerves at the start of the game, but it just takes time. But yeah, definitely Tom Mitchell's definitely outstanding, and a few questionable players at the moment at Hawthorn, and we'll actually go with their lineup soon against Adelaide. You look at Essendon, for instance. They too had 37 disposal in Merritt, but 34 Heppel, 29 Goddard, and then 27 with Watson. So obviously they're gonna have a better stats because they won on the day. Essendon had way more disposals than Hawthorn, 428 to 374. They were kicking it more than handballing. I think they were trying to go for distance rather than possession holding. Free kick count, it's not too bad. It's only 4 more for the Bombers. But clearance-wise, the Hawks won it by 2 more clearances, so that was pretty close. The stoppages were won just by Essendon, but those centre clearances were definitely with Hawthorn, and that's how they usually like to play. They like those centre clearances and just get that ball deep in their forward line as quickly as possible. Unfortunately, when they did get in the forward line, they just weren't accurate in front of goal, and they just didn't use the opportunities well. Inside 50 counts, just with Hawthorn, but marks inside 50s with Essendon. That's quite interesting. It shows that Essendon had a bit more of a defensive structure, which they did against Hawthorn, which is probably explains why the accuracy wasn't there. Contested possessions were quite even. Hitouts were pretty much won by Hawthorn. 8 more. But yeah, tackles were interesting because the Bombers actually trampled them with tackles, 65 to 48. It's low stats for tackling, but that's not bad for the Bombers, especially if Hawthorn only had 48 tackles. 48 tackles. Wow, that's definitely not the Hawthorn I remember. But yeah, it was really a strange night, and I guess for most AFL supporters, it was a decent game to watch, especially watching Alliston Clarkson go out absolutely pissed. No doubt about that. It wasn't a good way to start. But yeah, it's a good fought victory by Essendon there. But yeah, Hawthorn. A lot of questions into this game, especially it's against Adelaide, and Adelaide, didn't they make a statement? It was a statement. They needed to win. They got, as we were saying in the preseason, they have a very slim experience list. I can't remember in total how many players they have. I think it's in the 40 somewhere. But yeah, they got very thin. They can't afford injuries. And they have the talent when their best 22 is just ferocious. And ferocious, we saw it here. They won by 56 points it was. Absolutely demolished the GWS Giants. That was, it was shocking. Even I shocked. I never saw that coming. I knew Adelaide had a decent chance of winning by 10 points, but not 56 against the Giants. But it goes to and Giants were very slow. The Giants were slow. And I think they just were. I think it was just a sloppy week for them. Adelaide Crows will switched on. The Giants were. I think the Giants will be bounced back next week. But with Adelaide Crows, they were sensational. And Rory Lard, he was outstanding. 40 disposals. I think he had 42 technically. Or did they take 2 disposals? Yeah, he did. He had 42 disposals. I thought so. Sorry, it's because the AFL's stat sheet is a bit it's a bit faulty. It's a few problems with it. But yeah, I knew he had 42 disposals and he was just outstanding. He just ripped through them. Well, you got Crouch who's got 29. Atkins kicked 3 goals. Cameron 23 disposals plus the 2 goals. That's a pretty decent lineup, and that's pretty ferocious heading into this game. Just look at the total stats between the two sides. Wow, absolutely flogged the disposal count, 415 to 349. The guys were more keen on hand passing, 51 more hand passes than the Giants, only 15 more kicks than the Giants. So yeah, those hand passes, I find actually hand passing more effective. If you're going through the centre, you don't really want to do a Dustin Martin and just torp it and hope for the best. You don't really want to do that. You want to keep possession. You want that flow play running down the field, but you want to hand pass it because you're just going to bomb it along. Well, you bomb it, you lose it. That's my motto. You bomb it, you lose it. That's how AFL's played. And a lot of teams have bombed it and they've ended up losing it unless the opposition is also bombing it. Then it's a 50-50. So, yeah, the Giants... the Crows were outstanding in that area. Despite losing the free kick count by 2. Clearances were very even. The Crows only had 1 more centre clearances. And that was through the centre, but very even there. Inside 50s, though, were dominated, 65 to 47. Marks inside 50s, 18 to 11. Crows just really ripping it up. 147 to 130 in contested possessions. Tackle count wasn't too bad. It was a 60 to 50, so pretty even there. Hitouts 43 to 31 in favour of the Giants. Wow. So that raises some questions because you want to get those hitouts, and you get those clearances. So, yeah, not too bad there for the Adelaide Crows. And now checking the lineup for this weekend. Here we go. So for Hawthorn in the defence, we got Stratton, Frawley, Burgoyne, halfback, Hodge, Gibson, Birchall. No real surprises there, but it's good to see Hodge is back after that little blunder. In centre, we got Shills, O'Meara, Smith, followers, we should say, McAvoy, Langford, and Tom Mitchell, who's outstanding for the Hawthorn Football Club. A great pickup, fantastic pickup. Going back to the to the half forwards, Luke Bruce, Gunston, and Cyril Rioli, who, a few questions will be there to see if he can actually have a bit more of an impact. Probably could be a round 1 blunder. Who knows? I'm not really feeling like Hawthorn's much of a threat as they used to be. Well, that's for sure. In the forward line, we got Ty Vickery, Jared Roughhead, good to see the bloke back, and Paul Popolo. Poppy's is a very dangerous player, got the experience. He might be small, but don't underestimate don't underestimate him, just like Eddie Betts, don't underestimate them. Interchange, Ricky Henderson, Ryan Burton, Cade Stewart, and Tia Miles. So quite young there. And emergencies with Whitecross, Duray, and Daniel Howe. Interchanges, so the changes in ins and outs, in case you missed it, Duray, Hartung, Sicily, and Sean Makers go out omitted after their poor performance. It comes in Hodge, Burton, Stewart, and Miles. Tia Miles, congratulations to the bloke. He's playing his first game. His first game for Hawthorn, so that's good to hear. Going to the LA Crows, their fullback is Daniel Talia. We've got Rory Lard and Jake Kelly. Halfback, we've got Andy Odden, Kyle Hartigan, Brody Smith. Centres in Mackay, Crouch and Atkins, who are all outstanding. In the followers and Jacobs, Douglas, Sloan. Half forwards, we've got Hampton, McGovern, Lynch. Forwards, Betts, welcome back, Taylor Walker, and Rory Sloan. So very dangerous there, very dangerous. And if you were a Hawthorn supporter, you should be feeling a little bit worried. In the interchanges, Luke Brown, Charlie Cameron, Wayne Malera, Riley Knight, and emergencies in Jake Lever, Harrison Wigg, and Troy Menzel. Yes, so Troy Menzel was omitted for Taylor Walker. So yeah, it's going to be a very interesting game, but I am feeling like Adelaide will win. And I'm going Adelaide by 40 points. I think they should dominate Hawthorn. I don't feel like Hawthorn are going to win this one today. So yeah, that's it for me, guys, for this game. Good luck to both sides. I hope your team wins, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.